feature game of the week this year. First of all, before we do that, we had West Memphis at Jonesboro, and we were there for that game. We'll talk about that. But I want to go to the highlights right now. And from Dave Grimm, let's talk about and take a look at these highlights.
We'll pick this one up in the first quarter. Io Yojo with the slam. Nettleton down by 1 early on. Later on, Larry Rogers from the paint puts Forrest City up by 4. The Raiders still hanging around. Drew Smith with 2 of his 30 points on the night. Nettleton within 6 points. But Forrest City playing tough. It's Davion McKinney with the putback for the Mustangs. And Forrest City goes on to take a close one. The Mustangs win it by 2, 59-57. More action from Friday night. Here's the Westside Warriors hosting the Osceola Seminoles in conference action. And check out this reverse lay-in from Hunter Mickelson. That ties the score up. Later on, Osceola would go on a run. Artis coming with the steal. He can't make the shot, but Roy Pugh is there for the putback, and that puts Osceola up by 11. Later on, more Seminoles. A nice pass here from Dedrick Rattler, and Pugh with the jumper. That puts Osceola up by 13. Then it's Westside trying to fight back. Mickelson cleans up the glass and puts it back up and in. But in the end, Osceola wins it 72-66. Now let's go back to 5A East action. The Greene County Tech Eagles hosting the Wynne Yellowjackets. In the first quarter, the Eagles are down, but mounting a comeback. Caleb Hartwig off the glass, and that closes the Wynne lead. The Yellowjackets answer. Grant Smith with a deep three-pointer as Wynne takes a 7-point lead. But again, back comes Tech. Wes Livingston dishes it to Hartwig. Another basket off the glass for Caleb. Then it's Zach George on the fast break for the Eagles, and Greene County Tech takes the lead. Check out this nice pass by Wes Livingston inside to Caleb Hartwig. Hartwig has 15 points in the game, and Greene County Tech goes on to win a very close game, 51-47 the final score. I'm Dave Grimm for The Basketball Show.
And as you can tell, a lot of good basketball going on there.
A lot of good basketball in this area every week.
If you looked at that win at Greene County Tech, I was at that game. We'll talk about that with Coach Cunningham next segment. But, man, you're talking about a good game. And that's what we want. That's what you want as a player. That's what you like.
And that's what you want as a coach. You know, you want them packed in there because you want that visiting team to say, wow, they packed in here for us tonight.
That's right. Scotty Boland versus Bobby Gross.
Bobby Gross.
Win against Greene County Tech. Big game right there. Next, we're going to go to West Memphis at Jonesboro. Big game last week.
Big game. You had Little Rock Hall here scouting. You had Jacksonville. You had Marion. Everybody was here to watch that basketball game. It was a good game. I just wish Jonesboro had played the first half like they played the second half. Maybe had a different outcome.
Yeah, I believe so, too. Let's take a look at this.
Dave Grimm here for The Basketball Show from Hurricane Gym. We got a tremendous matchup here tonight. This is a big one. West Memphis comes to town to face the Jonesboro Hurricane. Now, both these schools are ranked in the top 6 in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette poll this week. West Memphis comes in ranked 3rd. They've got a record of 10-3 and 1-0 in conference play. Jonesboro ranked 6th with a very similar record, 10-4, but one of those losses was a conference loss. They're 0-1 in conference play. We're going to take a look at some highlights for you right now. West Memphis getting things started early on. It's B.J. Russell with the jumper, putting the Blue Devils up by 2. But back comes the Hurricane. It's Lucas Nutt taking it to the hole. That would tie the game. But in the end, West Memphis was just too strong. 6'10" Razorback recruit Anthony Borden with the two-hand jam. West Memphis wins it 61-45.
Big game. Wasn't good for Jonesboro, but it's good for West Memphis.
Wasn't good game for Jonesboro. Terrible first half, good second half. Got to learn how to shoot the basketball a little bit better.
You know, they have some good players. West Memphis is really a shot-blocking team, and Jonesboro just kept trying to go inside. I tell you, sooner or later they're going to have to jump up and shoot some shots.
Got to jump up and make some shots.
They certainly are. Absolutely. Now we have some highlights of the girls. Let's take a look at this.
The Jonesboro Lady Hurricane hosting West Memphis in 6A East Conference action. Lady Blue Devils turning up the defense. Here's a nice steal that leads to the coast-to-coast lay-in for Simone Young. That puts West Memphis up by 3 points. Later on, the Lady Blue Devils would extend their lead. More defense. It's Jasmine Gordon with the steal and the bucket. West Memphis now up by 7. Then the Lady Hurricane tries to mount the comeback. It's Sarah Cottom with the hoop and the foul. But West Memphis will go on to win this game 54-38. Some girls 4A3 conference from Tuesday night. In the first half, it's Hillary Hausman taking it to the rack. Pocahontas down by 5. Later on, Westside trying to hold its lead. Megan Williams crashing the boards, but the Lady Skins would storm back. Haley Tyler puts it in for 3, and Pocahontas wins a close one, 39-38 the final score. Valley View hosting Newport. Picked this one up near the end of the first quarter. Shakira Crump with a jumper, and that puts the Lady Hounds up by 8 points. Here's Amy Phillimley in transition, putting the Lady Blazers up by 20. Later, a nice pass sets up Colby Hundley for the 2-pointer, and Valley View wins this one by a score of 77-30. This one's a 5A East Conference mashup between Nettleton and Forrest City. We'll pick this one up in the fourth quarter. Nettleton going the other way. It's Maya Weatherford, fundamentally sound, up off the window and good. The Lady Raiders taking a 9-point lead. Then with under a minute to go, Andy Watson with the full court pass. Erica Shard on the other end puts it up and in, and Nettleton goes on to win by 9, 56-47 the final score.
Thank you, Dave. That a lot of good highlights there. A lot of good basketball played this week.
A lot of great girls basketball game in this area, and we had some great coverage this week.
We sure do.